Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cooking with Nancy O and her sidekick,
Morning.
Okay, we promised you pepper jelly today because we have had peppers in our freezer since last summer, and it's almost time to start growing new peppers. The pepper jelly we made last season, we have wiped it out because everybody loves it and asks us to bring it to every event we come to. So this summer, we're growing twice as many peppers and we're gonna make twice as much jelly.
Yep.
You're gonna be busy, Rick.
Oh,
Okay, we
It'll
both
work.
that's right. We both love cooking. We both love making all these different unique things. Pepper jelly is not hard to do. The hardest thing is cutting the hot peppers, whatever type you use, and you just do it with gloves on.
Yes.
If you don't, the first time I made it, I didn't have gloves on and my hands burned for quite a few days. And so we don't have any peppers to actually show you because we cut them all up. Everything was in our freezer. We added extra colorful peppers. These are just bell peppers that you also can grow on the tower. And the jalapenos, we do jalapenos. What else we got going? Habaneros. I know, it's like, that was a year ago. We have to think about that.
The purple ones,
Oh, yeah.
which were
The Zulu pepper.
Zulu peppers.
Those are like a bell pepper. So, and those are good crunchy pepper that it's purple on the outside and lime green on the inside. And they're really, really interesting to throw into salad. But you could also put them in this.
Yeah.
We like our pepper jelly to be colorful, so we don't use just green. We add all different colors to it. And just use what you have on hand. So I'm going to get Rick started. He's going to start cooking. This is the peppers. What we got? 2 cups, 1 cup, 2 cups.
2 cups.
And then 1 cup of the hot peppers. So we're going to show you how to make this recipe. And this is one that you put in the freezer. You do not have to put it in boiling water. Sometimes people get very intimidated if they haven't done canning, or you could drop it down into a boiling bath. If you don't know how to do that, it's very easy. Just research it on the internet. That's how we learn. We actually bought a canning machine that we put them in, and it times it for us. So we really like doing that. So however you want to do it, go for it. Try it, see your luck in it. We're going to add 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. And then, guys, this has a lot of sugar in it because it's a jelly. We are adding 3 cups of sugar to this. I know this doesn't sound healthy, but remember, you're not eating the whole jar. So don't freak out about that. Make this a special treat. When you have someplace to go, this is super easy. You grab a pack of cream cheese, you grab the pepper jelly, you get there, you open it, make sure you bring double because it's so fresh tasting. People absolutely love it. The last ingredient we have is the pectin, and I'm going to set this aside because we need to cook this until it reaches 220 degrees.
Yeah.
Right. Double checking. I'm testing him,
Yes.
guys. Okay. So I'm just going to set that. Well, actually, Rick, let me hand that to you. So when it's ready, you have it. So there's a few tricks that I want to teach you about making this particular recipe. Sometimes it can turn out too thin. And I just looked up reasons for pepper jelly to be kind of runny. And it's various things like lack of acidity, low cooking temperatures, not enough pectin, too little sugar, all different things. But they gave me remedies, and that's what we need. Sometimes we don't care why it's too runny. We just want to find a fast solution. So the best one was you can add chia seeds to it. It absorbs the moisture and you have a whole nother level of nutrition in there because everybody, you know, chia seeds in your smoothie, chia seeds in everything, and it's supposed to be good for you. So if you keep chia seeds on hand, you can just throw a few in there and get it nice and thick. You can also use cornstarch. You can try, there's a commercial pectin. I've never tried that. This is regular pectin. You can add more of this. I just find this at the grocery store. And gelatin sheets, if you're familiar with gelatin sheets, or just powdered gelatin. You can add that to it. And then the last thing is you can reduce the the temperature on the stove and wait for it to thicken. Now, that was a lot of information I just gave you guys. So if you want the website to that, let me know. Well, actually, I'll throw it into the chat later, and then you guys can go refer to it, and then you'll have the document yourself. It is a really, really good document. It's done by like 5 different chefs, and so I really, really trust it. It gives you 5 different ways to thicken up your jam. This is also true if you make homemade jams. So this is basically the same simple steps that you're doing. Okay, are we ready? We pre-made a batch for you because of the cooking time. So I'm gonna move the jars over. So we pre-sterilize the jars, dip them in boiling water, pull them out, and they're all sterilized. Lids, jars, everything. Because we're putting this one in the freezer, we're actually using the plastic lids on some of these.
We
Yes.
won't use these, the freezer, we'll just use all the plastic ones because
Oh,
that they recommend using the plastic ones for the freezers.
that's right. I forgot about that. See, you need 2 people to think about this. Plastic lids in the freezer. Okay, so Rick's gonna bring the pre-cooked pan over. I'm gonna move this out of the way. And this is a funnel that has a nice big hole in it. It's a canning funnel. I'm gonna actually, oh, that is runny, isn't it? Do you think it's too?
We'll find out. I think it's good because it's still pretty hot.
So what I would do is as this cools down later today, I'll check it and see if it's runny. If it's still runny, I'll probably just add some chia seeds to it and stir it right in the jar, and it'll absorb the extra liquid. See, and you can also buy smaller jars. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. So this is so much fun. We have a sister-in-law that loves this so much that when we walk into the house, she gets giddy. Did you bring the pepper jelly? Doesn't she?
Yeah.
And sometimes we just give her some jars to enjoy. And then she gets so excited.
She requests it.
Yes, she does. Okay, so we are leaving room for freezing. And we just tuck this back in the freezer when it's all cool. And then when we go somewhere, we pull it out ahead of time. Like if we know this is what we're going to take a couple hours ahead of time, and we just go. And this is so convenient, guys. When you want a good appetizer to take to a family gathering, this is the way to go. We don't even have enough for 4 jars.
Yeah, I do.
We do?
We do.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna back up so he can pour that in. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't move the funnel. I didn't do my job, guys. Okay.
Extra, so we'll use that. I'll put this in the other one.
Okay, he's got a little bit of extra juice. You want to divide it up?
Yeah, we'll just do that.
All right. So you can see how you get 4 nice jars out of this recipe. So you can choose to make these in small batches if that makes you more comfortable. Sometimes when I'm starting new recipes, new ideas, like before when we used to can, we did double recipes because we wanted to get the feel for it. Now I do want to tell you that there are jam makers out there. We do have one. We chose to do this on the stove today because we wanted you to see how to make this on the stove. But these jam makers, they just do it all for you. It's electric and you turn a timer on. It tells you when to add ingredients and it works out really, really well. So if you're going to do this all the time and you're going to be gardening, especially we garden so much now on the tower, we are getting pretty snobby about our fresh vegetables all winter long because one, we get the fresh salads off the tower constantly. And then we get fresh ingredients. We can the tomatoes and that. And it's really not that much work. We just plan a day for doing that. It's a full day of work. But if you plan it ahead of time, it's well worth it because you're making tons of meals. And we have enjoyed our fresh tomato sauce on so many good things, as we've talked about on the show before. This is another staple. It just tastes so good because it's so fresh. And then it is a special treat. I know it has a lot of sugar in it, guys, but this is a special treat. when you're serving, you know, you need a fast, quick appetizer, don't you think, Rick? And everywhere I've taken it, you can also, oh, that was something else I didn't say. If you can determine the heat of it, if you want it hot, use hotter peppers. If you want it cooler, use cooler peppers, because I prefer mild. Rick likes a little more heat. Sometimes we go someplace, people say, bring the hot stuff. So we do that.
And
So
if you want more peppers in it, you can put more peppers in there too. And they'll float up to the top a lot of times, and then, you just
occasionally stir.
occasionally stir it as it's setting up. And then it usually does pretty well.
Are you gonna taste it? Yes. I want to know how this batch tastes. We have to know anyway. We have to know if it's mild or hot. How's the spice on it? Spicy?
Good, yeah, it's good.
Is it
I think it's just right. It's not
just right?
not
Okay.
over hot. Good.
He said it's just right, guys, so I get to taste it because I can't do a lot of hot things because I have,
The temperature hot.
I
too.
might, yeah.
And this is ready.
Ooh, that's a little spicy, but I like it. Okay, so a little spicy, add your cracker, add your cream cheese, and it's perfect.
Got the pectin.
Okay, on the stove back there, he is to a point of putting the pectin in and now cooking it to the correct temperature. I hope you have more jars ready, dear.
Yeah.
Anyway, next week, we are not going to be here because we have a festival to be at. We will be in Mansfield, Missouri for a tulip festival, which is absolutely beautiful. So if you're in the area, stop by and say hi. We will have our towers there. You can see what they look like. I also have a little jewelry business. I'll have some of that there. So we're gonna go out there and we're gonna have a lot of fun. You can meet the cleanup crew will be with us. Our two little Yorkies are coming along. And we just love this festival. So if you get a chance, check out Baker Creek's Tulip Festival. It's really, really a lot of fun. And the weather's gonna be perfect. So you won't catch us till the following week. So we have a busy, busy schedule in April and May and June with festivals and showing off our towers because people just love these towers and we love showing them all the goodies that go with it. So you're gonna miss us next week. I'm sorry, but we'll be back the following week. And if you guys have a special recipe, reach out to us. I want to know if you try the pepper jelly and how it turns out. And if you need help with it, or if you don't, or if you know, just any secrets you have to canning, because those are things that we can share on the air and everybody, it's a win for everybody. This is a great batch.
It is, and you can freeze it for up to a year. That's
Oh,
what's
that's
good
right.
about it too.
Refrigerate it for 3 weeks, freeze it up to a year. And we made several batches and we're out. So it was time to remake. And we took our peppers and froze them whole. So we were able to make this in the middle of the year. So when you have extra things like that, we just stuck them in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer whole. And now look at this. We're able to make it even before the season and use up. We have to make room in the freezer for the new produce that's coming. That's on its way. So you got anything else?
The other thing is, you know, I just use
Oh, yeah.
a little instant read thermometer, gets you where you need to be for your temperature. You can use candy thermometers, you can use whatever you have, but I like using this one.
Okay. So if you have a candy thermometer on hand, do that, or Rick's instant read, and just make sure that the temperature reaches 220. I think that's the important part. Okay, guys, until next 2 weeks. I was going to say next week. Sorry. You guys have a great week. You guys got like 10 days off. And we will see you in a couple weeks and have a great, great blessed time. And if you have something for us, let us know and we will make it on the air for you. So bye for now.
See ya.
Here. Boom.
Look how it's thickening up. It's
Oh,
doing
that's that
pretty good.
batch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be pretty
This
good.
is a good batch. It's going to be nice and thick. Okay. Good deal. I didn't get a pepper in mine before. Oh, tastes better as it's cooling down.
A whole lot better.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay.
Good job.
Good job, Ricky.